In this video, let's take a closer look at functional components. Functional components are just JavaScript functions. They can optionally receive an object of properties, which is referred to as props, and return HTML, which describes the UI. Now, the HTML is actually something known as JSX, but for the sake of understanding from a beginner's point of view, let's just call it HTML. So a functional component is a JavaScript function that accepts an input of properties and returns HTML that describes the UI. Let's go back to VS Code and create our very first functional component. To keep things simple, in the app component, I am going to remove all the HTML except the outer div tag. And now let's create our component. And the component is simply going to output a message, "Hello, Vishwas." A component is nothing but a JavaScript file. Let's start with that. First, I'm going to create a new folder called Components. And within the folder, I am going to create a new file called greet.js. For component file naming convention, we will use Pascal case. Now within the file, the first step is to import React. So import React from React. Any component you create, always make sure to import it. Next, let's create a new function. Function greet and return an h1 tag that says "Hello, Vishwas." And that is pretty much it. You have created your first functional component. But as it stands now, the HTML "Hello, Vishwas" is not going to be rendered in the browser. The greet component is in no way connected with the rest of our application. So what we have to do is export the greet function from greet.js, import it in app.js, and then include it in the app component. So in greet.js, export default greet. In app.js, import greet from components folder greet.js file. Now we can omit the .js extension. Next, to include greet component in app component, we simply specify the component as a custom HTML tag. And if there is no content between the tags, you can simply change it into a self-closing tag. Now, if we save both the files and take a look at the browser, you should be able to see "Hello, Vishwas." Your first functional component is up and running. Now, although our functional component works perfectly fine, the convention or preference, I would say, is to use arrow functions to define them. So let's rewrite the greet function with the ES6 arrow function syntax. Const greet is equal to empty parentheses, the fat arrow syntax, and then the h1 tag that says "Hello, Vishwas." The syntax looks more concise than the previous approach. Syntax-wise, it also has additional advantages which we will discover as we proceed with the course. If you are new to arrow functions, please get a basic understanding of how they work, as we will be using them a lot throughout the series. Alright, before we proceed to the next video, I quickly want to highlight one thing about exporting and importing components. Please note here that we are exporting greet component as a default export from greet.js. This is what allows us to import the component with any name. I can change greet to my component and change the tag to my component And you can see that it still works as expected. But in certain articles or videos, you might also find named exports. Let me comment the default export and prepend the constant with the export keyword. This is what is termed as a named export. In this situation, you have to import the component with the exact same name. If I save the file, you can straight away see that we have an error. Attempted import error. Components/greet does not contain a default export, and we are importing it as my component. So you have to change the import statement to import the greet function. So import within curly braces the greet constant, and then use that as the custom HTML tag. If I save this and go back to the browser, you should be able to see hello Vishwas. Now for most of the cases, we will be using default exports, but I just wanted to bring named exports to your attention so that it can be of some help in the future. Let me revert back to default exports, and in the next video, let's take a look at class components in React. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one.